I got my notes, everything good. Great. Guys, I finally have something else to talk about that I want to make a video on, and it's this new high-class set. So I wanted to talk about the potential for this high-class set, what's the market at right now, and my overall feelings for this set, as well as a few other topics I wanted to go over and share with you guys as well. So, going to Shiny Treasures EX, the new high-class set came out in Japan approximately around early December, like it was December 5th, December 9th, something of that sort. But it came out, everyone, you know, it was the Shiny set. This has become repetitious. You had in 2018 Shiny GX, you had in 2020 Shiny Star V, and then now you have Shining Treasures EX, which is this year's Shiny set. And for those who don't know what that means, it's pretty much all the Pokemon, the major Pokemon in the set are Shinies, meaning their colors are inverted, and they have this shining, glistening pattern behind them, and it's been this is the third time Pokemon, especially in Japan, have released these sets. Every single year they release a high class set, which is a set containing a bunch of reprints like we've seen before, like the Mew EX that's blue now. I think originally, it was our promo that came in the Mew the premium collection box, but in Japan, oh man, I can't remember what set it came out. Oh yeah. Was it 151? Was it the one? I'm pretty sure it was the one. Yeah, it was 151. 151 in Japan had the Mew full art, Mew EX full art, and in Shining Treasures EX, it is the shining version of Mew, which is blue, and instead of pink, blue, and has the whole shiny background. So again, they take every single card, a lot of the cards throughout the year that were already released, and then they kind of repackage them for playability purposes, yes, and also they add a few collector type of cards in it, like some of the alt arts that we've seen in the set. Now, to see where this set has potential, you can look at the sets prior. So let's go to Shiny GX. Shiny GX came out in 2018, had a lot of the Gen 1, or most of the Gen 1 starters, as well as all the Gen 1 Pokemon. And that was its main focus, was Gen 1. Had the, black, had the Shining Charizard, full art that's still desired to this day. People trying to find it, people trying to grade it, especially Japanese, because the Japanese one was more, is if you look at the price differences, so I actually just looked it up, the Charizard GX that came out in Hidden Fates, that was the Shiny GX equivalent of the high class set coming to English. It was Hidden Fates. So PC10 Hidden Fates English is rocking about $500, $550, something of that sort. Japanese Shiny GX rocking about above $2,000. So, short period of time that set came out, a few years ago, you could still find Hidden Fates on the shelves. So there you go. Availability as well as the ability to get these cards is a lot harder in Japan, because these high-class sets are only given out for a certain period of time, and then poof, they're gone. But anyway, because of that, and because of all the other cards have gone up in value, a sealed box of Shiny GX goes for about $500, $500, and it could it's a lot of them are listed a lot higher, and then Hidden Fates, you can still find a booster box maybe at like, I don't know, $100. Not a booster box, sorry, just an ETB, because it's like a specialty set in English. Anyway, regardless, that set's doing really well, $500-$600. Fast forward, what is that? 2 years? Wow, only 2 years, yeah. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2 years. We had Shiny Star V. Shiny Star V, right now, there's two versions. There's two versions of Shiny Star V for some reason. There's a first print version, which has like a little a little kind of like stamp on the box. That's the only difference. And people say, oh, it's easier hit rates on first edition or whatever. But anyway, those are going for around maybe $200, something like that. And then the regular ones are like between $130 to $150. And given, take what you will from that, but the MSRP of that product was 4,500 yen, which is 45 or 5,500. I think it was 5,500 yen, which is around $45 US. I never got it at that price because during 2020, still the hype, all that kind of stuff. The lowest I saw it was at $60, $70. And that's the lowest I saw it. But anyway, so fast forward 3 years, we have Shining Treasures EX, and like I said, given what's happened in the past, this set has a good outcome. I mean, all high class sets, all of them, doesn't matter what year, they're all above or close to $100. I know V-Star Universe, which is the latest, which is last year's, I think it's now past $100 now. I think it's back up to $100, $110, some of that sort. So if you bought any time below $100, you're making money in any of those. But this set is what I've heard from other collectors. It's pretty mid. There are alt arts in it, there are shinies and everything, but it feels too repetitious, I guess, to a lot of collectors, especially in the collector scene, obviously. Even though this set is usually designed for the playability area. And that's kind of how people kind of felt with Shiny Star V when it was reprinted like 3 or 4 times. People were like, okay, more shinies, more shinies. But I would say it's funny because that's the double-edged sword with alt art. So you have the awesome illustrations nowadays with Pokemon in their like natural habitat, and really cool illustrations now and everything. But it's a double-edged sword because of those illustrations that have come out. Now everything just feels, it just feels, we've done this before. I want something good. I want something better. That's why, me personally, I went so heavy into V-Star Universe because I was kind of hoping, I guess this is bad, whatever. I was kind of hoping the next set, which I didn't know anything about it, I was hoping the next set would be pretty bland because it just puts on a pedestal V-Star Universe of how great that set was. All the alt arts, all the art, the art rares, all the collectability side of that whole set, especially the gold cards, just puts on a pedestal of like, this is like the ideal high class set. This is like the best set, the best high class set. May not be the most valuable right now, obviously, but as terms of fun, the fun level, it is the best fun level that has come out from a high class set to this date. From my experience and from all the experiences of all the other high class sets, that one was the best fun to open set. And I feel that has a huge drive when it comes to being out of print, years down the line. You have so much collecting dollars. Where do you want to use those? Do you want to open up a V-Star Universe or you want to open up Shiny Star V? Which one you picking? Obviously, you're picking V-Star Universe. So from other collectors, like I said, they kind of feel the set is kind of mid. And I still feel as more and more are printed and more have come out, that it's more everywhere, more and more people will feel that way. Just as, get this, just as 6 months, 5 months after the release of V-Star Universe, people were starting to feel that, of like it was, coming down and down in price. It was like $60, $65, and people were feeling, okay, everyone and their mother's ripping this on, whatnot. It's everywhere. The singles are not valuable at the specific time. I'm gonna whatever. I'm gonna move on to the next thing. And obviously at the time, Crown Zenith came out, and everyone was positioned like, oh cool, I can collect the English version of V-Star Universe, and then they hopped in that wagon, and then 151, everyone was like, oh my gosh, 151, all that kind of stuff, and in the background, V-Star Universe was still a phenomenal set that everyone was kind of just like passing on. A lot of people were taking opportunity and taking, buying up the singles, like myself, like I've done my Instagram posts, all that kind of stuff. I still have a bunch of singles in my collection back there, non-graded, because right now in this given time, it's not really valuable to grade them over a long period of time. I'll just keep sending some out to be graded, all that kind of stuff, to keep inventory, whatever. But for right now, it's really not really ideal to send them all out to grading, because they're all going to work 10x or whatever. But again, hindsight's 2020. I can take the things that I learned in the past and what makes a really good set by what I've experienced and what I've seen, trends in the hobby and everything. So, but a big portion of that would be, the fun ability. Like, what's the, opening a V-Star Universe or opening a V-Star, a Shiny Star V? How much fun are you going to, get out of that box? So that's kind of how my litmus test of like how good of this set is. And it is better, I would say it is better than a V-Star V-Star. It's better than V-Star Universe, guys. Oh my gosh. No, better than Shiny Star V. And I wouldn't say Shiny Star or Shiny GX. I wouldn't say that because of all the Gen 1s and everything. But I would say put it in line with, it's still behind V-Star Universe and VMAX Climax, I would say. VMAX Climax was amazing with all the art rares, with all the character rares. Great set, I would say. But I would say this is a close third or fourth. Actually, I would put it in fourth, behind a Shiny GX. And that it's pretty fourth or fifth actually, because of was it Tag Team All-Stars? Tag Team All-Stars was a great one because it had all the tag team cards, obviously, and the art is fantastic. But what's really, hoisting up this like stinker, or it could be a stinker set, is those alt arts, is those really phenomenal arts that go into this set. And there's only a couple of them, yes, but they're still there. I really like the Pokeball, that kind of Pokeball art or trainers. Those are kind of interesting. I do like the set collection of that, having all the Pokeballs, just like in VMAX Climax when they had all the trainers throw their Pokeballs as well. It was kind of one-on-one, but this is more, I like the symmetry. I like the symmetry of the Pokeball, like right there in the middle. I don't know, it's pretty neat. There has to be, I guess I haven't seen any videos, but there has to be God packs. Yeah, there has to be God packs in this new set, and it's probably all the. I guess I haven't seen them any yet, or haven't looked them up. But that's another plus. I don't think. God packs was only a thing that came out in. It was Tag Team All Stars. That was the first kind of God packs that came about. It was skipped in, oh man, was it? Yeah. It was skipped in Shiny Star V, and then it came back in VMAX Climax, and then obviously V-Star Universe, and it's just becoming a thing now. And so that's another plus on this set. But again, this set not to be behind or not to be in line with the Shiny Star V has to be because of the alt arts, because of the God packs, and because of some unique cards like Mew EX, obviously, but also a Shining Pikachu. We haven't had a Shining Pikachu in any of the other shiny sets. if I'm not mistaken, I haven't opened up a bunch of Shiny GX. Actually, none. I haven't opened up any Shiny GX. But from all the pictures and all the things that I've researched on it, I didn't see any Pikachu Shiny, baby Shiny especially. But, so that's my feelings of the set, where it lies outside of price. Because you really have to take price out of it. You can't really focus on the price, because you're focusing on the price, you're looking at the wrong thing, because price over time, it fluctuates like crazy. There was a point in time, I shared this multiple times, that VMAX Climax was going for $42. So if you're looking at it like, oh man, this set went from, when it just came out, sorry, that was like a train or something. Someone pissed off a driver. But when it just came out, it was I think it was rocking at like $80, $100, something like that. And then it was reprinted, and it went straight down to $42. And so if you're looking at that like, oh, this is a terrible set, nobody wants it. I don't want to collect this. But you have to look at the fundamentals. The fundamentals of a good set, which is this set identity, and the fun factor of it, yes, and the how much. I guess this is just a given, but how much of it's printed with, the characteristics of what makes a good set. So, anyway, but focusing on the price, actually right now, what the market is looking at, like, I could see definitely this price coming down. Don't quote me on this, but myself, down or close to within $10, within $5 of MSRP. Of 5,500 yen. And the reason being, what day is it? Today's the 17th. The 17th of December. This set maybe's been out for 2 weeks. Already the price has come down to bulk $60. $60 2 weeks after it came out. That's below my buy price of my really good purchase price of V-Star Universe in 5 months after it was released, 4 or 5 months after it was released, when there was a ton of product in it. If there's no way they made that much product in that short amount of time in 6 months or 5 months of V-Star Universe. It's just the interest on this product isn't really there. They produced a bunch of it. They're on their second wave right now. Their second print wave of Shiny Treasures EX. And the price is already at $60 or below dollars. There's actually a deal right now on TikTok, for those who are interested. You can buy it right now for $55. And that's only because of TikTok's taking the cut, or taking the bill on the promotion, the promo coupon code or whatever for right now. But when that is subsided, it's bounced back up to $65 or whatever. But wholesale from Japan, shipping included, everything, $60 from this guy, and that's with a amount that he's taking off the top of working through his distributor. He works directly from out of Japan. He's not in Japan, but he works directly with a person out of Japan that he ships to the United States on this Instagram profile. And so his price right now is, if you buy 40 or plus, you get $60 for it. And I know on Whatnot, they're selling for I think $90 to $100. So please don't buy those prices. Please don't buy them. Save yourself $50. Buy two instead of one. Two's better than one. But that's the price right now. And that tells me, it's a not red flag, but that tells me just a blaring warning sign that, like, hey, there's not a lot of interest for this product. And those who are interested in it are like, it's not worth that much. Because if you look on the singles market, no, very, very few, only like a couple or maybe 3 or 4 cards are actually above $15. Everything else is below $15. So if you get a really good box and you're not getting an Iono, or you're not getting one of those top cards, you're maybe making like $60, $50, $40, maybe at MSRP for the original MSRP of the product. So given that, the collector space, there's a lot less naive people in Pokemon nowadays, because all the naive people either got burned or they're not interested anymore, they leave, whatever. And there's a lot more people that are in tune with, like, okay, what's this product, what's the singles, where's the prices at, all that kind of stuff. And I think a lot of people are just loading up. I talked to a guy today that is an investor in the space, yes, but he bought 500 of these booster boxes, 500 just to put in storage. So you have a lot of people in the game just gobbling up inventory right now, and some of them can't afford to even sit on them. Like he's buying until you get thousands, but that's freaking crazy. Just to sit on it. I think he's sitting on 300 V-Star Universe boxes, which is absolutely insane. Great on him, making that bank. But man, just wait like 2 years. Wait for that 2 years on that 300 boxes. Whew, that is some good ROI. But anyway, so you have a lot of people just. Everyone and their mother. I feel like everyone and their mother in Japan are just selling to American buyers, because the whole huge thing with distributors only working with Japanese people. For those who don't know, they cut out all the American except the one and only S.M. Pratt. He still has a distribution license, not license, but distribution. He's the only one allowed to do it in Japan. The only one that I know of, anyway. Everybody else was freaking just knocked out, and for no, I don't know what they were trying to accomplish. Maybe they were all just working on the secondary market. They're like, we need to keep our prices high, and we need to just sell through through Japan, because this is our product. We need to sell it to Americans, whatever. But anyway, yeah. So they are the people and their mother. Everyone and the mother selling Pokemon. I see all the time on Facebook groups them trying to undercut each other. A lot of them don't post prices because they don't want to undercut themselves or undercut their competition. Just be at the same level. But a guy this morning just quoted me $60 a box for a V-Star Universe for Shiny Charizard GX. It's EX. So it's going down in price, and it's 2 weeks after. Like, that just shows me, like, hey, wait 6 months. Yeah, almost guarantee it's going to be MSRP. Almost. Unless Pokemon's like, okay, we did 3 print runs in December. We're cutting it. No more. No, that's never happened before. They've always printed right when release started, maybe 2 waves, right when release started, waited about a couple months, printed again, waited more, couple months, printed again, and then when, like in October or in August, they print the last set, the last run, and then that's it. Usually that's the dance, the dance of this releasing this high class sets. It's usually what it is. So my rule of thumb is always waiting 6 months. So I'm not even touching this set for 6 months, and so that's going to be in May or June when I bought. I did go back on that rule just one time before, and that was for V-Star Universe, because the demand of that product, and that still was the best price that it's ever gotten, because of just such good of a set it was, and I was willing to do that. So that's what I feel about Shining Treasures EX. That the set's mid, that the set still has potential, still is better to pull, better to collect, or better to the fun factor is better than Shiny Star. Shiny Star. I need to have like a whiteboard in front of me so I can like, oh yeah, this word, whatever. But anyway, so it feels better than that. It feels like a better set because of the alt arts, because of the certain Gen 1 Pokemon, shiny Pokemon in it, like Pikachu, like Mew, as well as the potential of a God Pack, I think. Again, I haven't done research I haven't seen any God Packs being pulled, so, but I would think so, and that's probably the same thing with, VMAX Climax, where it's all the trainers in one, it's probably all the Pokeballs, and then another one's probably all the shinies. That's probably, if I had to guess, that's probably it. But anyway, so, but the price point is just, I would say, still too high. To the interest, the amount of interest and the amount of product that's going to be on shelves, I'm honestly waiting for MSRP. I want this to be like the first set since VMAX Climax to be MSRP and keep the MSRP. I think the one other was kept MSRP for a long time. I think it's still at MSRP. Maybe was Obsidian Flames in Japan. I forgot what it was called. Maybe it was still called Obsidian Flames. I forgot the Japanese name of it. But that was 5,500 yen for a time in Japan. So I'm waiting for that. For this high class set. Other than that, I'm not really looking at anything else in Japan, and I'm just chilling, sitting back. I'll go into another video of what I've been doing, what I've been prepping for, and everything. I've bolstered up my my camera. I've got a lot more doohickeys on it, and I'm prepping for this New Year's Eve party that I'm filming for, which is pretty awesome. Maybe in the future I'll do a couple links to my media channel that I have of all the media that I've put together and I've filmed and everything. Maybe some people are interested in that. It's not Pokemon related whatsoever, but this is just a hobby that I do in my full-time job. Actually, my full-time job is not even the media stuff. It's actually another part-time job. Full-time job is a more finance, numbers types of deal, credit analysis, all the boring type of stuff like that. But before I go, I wanted to show you something I am working on. So let me just pick this camera up and show you real quick. Alright, so I wanted to show you this list. This is a whole list of everyone. If you bought from me on eBay, I have a list of not where you are, but just your city and your state, because I do this thing over here that I wanted to show off. Here's my little snowman. We did a little tree over here. We got our stockings right there, and got the little penguin right there. But this thing right here. So let me just turn up the ISO so you actually can see it. There we go. So this is a whole map of the United States and some other areas that I have filled out where, you know, packages have gone, and the main reason is because I'm a very, you know, visual kind of guy, and so I like showing off, you know, not showing off, but visualizing where my packages have gone and where, you know, I have influence, so to say, where the collectors are and all that kind of stuff. So it's very cool, and I like the illustration of, or not illustration, but the picturing of where, you know, all the packages that I've packed and shipped out, where they've gone. So this is very old, this whole set, and I have I haven't updated this in probably 2 years. So I've done 1,100 packages I've shipped out pretty much, and so a lot of the ones that I have left, I still have to compile them. I still have to, oh, this is nice, so it was still, there we go. So it is, the rest are right here, so I have to compile them, and that's going to be a fun little project that I'm going to do. I have, oh man, I think I have 700 packages, or 700 cities and states that I have to pin. So it's going to be a fun little project, and it's going to be a cool visualization of where I've influenced some packages going. So just wanted to show that to you guys, and I'll definitely give you guys an update when I am finished with all the pinnings. So it's going to be quite a bit of work to do that, but it's going to be pretty fun little pastime thing. Also, I got my penguin right here, the ominous penguin over baby Jesus, Mary Joseph. Like, the penguin's pretty cute. But and then we got Santa Darth Vader, pretty cool. But anyway, so yeah. So again, I just wanted to, oh, there it is. I just wanted to show you guys that whole setup and everything. I think it's pretty interesting. But again, thank you for watching everything. Again, I just wanted to share my feelings and thoughts about this new set that I start planning for, and getting money positioned in an area that I can, buy a bunch of these boxes, store them, all my kind of stuff that I've been doing for years now. But with that, I'll leave you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.